Hey everyone, and welcome back to Master Sight. Today I have game one from Battles and Bears for you, where I'm going to be facing off against Alan Wigness and his Abyssal Dwarfs. So let's go ahead, jump into the list, and then we'll get into the game. Um, just a fair warning, I think these videos for this event might be a little bit shorter or more condensed. Might have a little bit less to talk about for a variety of reasons. One, might have not taken as many pictures as I normally do, and two, the Undead list I'm playing didn't really have a whole as many in-depth thoughts on the process. It was much more of a let's just figure it out on the fly situation. So anyway, let's go through Alan's list. This first time Alan's been on the YouTube video, but Alan and I go way back. I think we first played at San Antonio Masters, which would have been the third Masters of Kings of War, so the last second edition Masters. So yeah, we go back a long ways. Alan's a really great guy, fun dude, and he's been kind of out of the Kings of War scene for a little bit. So I was glad to hear he was back and wanted to make sure we got a game in together. But Alan is playing some Abyssal Dwarves, and he's got a lot of infantry. So he's got a regiment of Black Souls and a horde of Black Souls with Brew Sharpness. Both have throwing mastiffs. He's got four regiments of Immortal Guard, all with throwing mastiffs and the Crushing Strength upgrade. He has two Mastiff hunting packs with Mastiffs. He has two Dragonfire teams. He has two Heavy Mortars. He has an Overmaster, an Infernox with the Elite Aura for infantry upgrade and inspiring. And then he has Dragon, winged half breed guy with the Blade of Slashing. So 15 drops, 26 unit strength. And here we go. So we are playing Control for the first round here. And this is our table. So on the far left, he put his dragon behind one of his doggos. He has the some mortal guard with the character, the defense 6 dwarf. This is another, or no, these I think are the lighter infantry units, possibly, maybe not. I forget what regiments what. One of these regiments is the regular dwarves, hits on fours, defense 5. So anyway, um, yeah. So he's got two more regiments. He has the elite aura inspiring guy. He has both his Dragonfire teams here. On the right hand flank, he has the doggos with the mortars behind, and I know for sure these two are uh, the Immortal Guard regiments. For me, on the left, so my army is EOD pretending to be normal undead, and then individual models on bases as well. So enslaved guardians are actually werewolves. This is the scouting mounted vampire lord. Scavengers are actually death packs. Wraiths are the pink ones that are on the troop size bases. These are skeleton spearmen. Mummies are actually vampires. This vampire is the Blood Rager, so he's the crushing 3 gnome glass shield guy. Two regiments of zombies, the other death packs. This is Lady Alona, and that is Morgoth. Then I have just the naked vampire lord here, last troop of race, and then a regiment of spears. So roll off for first turn. I get first turn, and here we go. So playing a little bit of the scenario, moving the spears over here behind the building. Basically trying not to get shot and saying, well, I have the bottom right corner with unit strength 3. You're going to have to spend a more expensive unit to come over here if you want to just tie with me. So yeah, we're doing that. On the left, pushing up aggressively and even charging turn 1. I didn't take a picture of the scout move, but the Vampire Lord scouted up just behind the obstacle here in such a way that I could charge past the obstacle, but if he got first turn, his dragon would be hindered charging me. So, um, yeah, with the way Alan deployed, I was like, cool. The only thing I have to worry about is the dragon, and at this point, the dragon has the ability to charge my individual or charge the werewolves here. But either way, if he doesn't waver, whatever he charges, if he doesn't waver, the other one's gonna jump in and we'll get some double charge action going. So that was my thought. Is let's kill something and figure it out later. So. Other movement really didn't matter. We tried to run forward fast with Lady Alona, and we surged the zombies forward a little bit. So, whoop-de-doo. So this is what it looks like after Alan's turn 1. So over on the left, he says, well, I gotta help out this flank. So he moves the regiment and the character behind. He charges my individual. In the center, he's trying to unscramble himself around the terrain that he had set up in, while also trying to, yeah, protect himself from Lady Alona because, well, she's a bitch. So, and then yeah, just moving forward a little bit here. So his shooting didn't really do a whole lot. I think he did a couple wounds somewhere. He did, he wasn't really in range for the dogs this turn. And the mortars I don't think hit anything on turn 1. So yeah, this is what it looks like on my turn. We move forward completely behind the building with that unit, and then we're just, I don't know, moving stuff up. Lady Alona gets into this traffic jam because her position here, she's actually not able to be seen by the horde because obviously her base is so small. The horde can't draw a line of sight past this here. And if he wants to back up enough so they have line of sight, he has to back up all these other units behind it. So it's like, yeah, cool, we'll do that. So yeah, that's where we're at there. He does waver the Vampire Lord, which with his support units coming in here, I definitely don't think the werewolves take on either of these two units just by themselves. So instead of trying to commit them, everything else was kind of out of range. I just utilized the chaff to block off charge into the werewolves and then move everything else up and back away the Vampire Lord here. So we're just trying to buy us some time. In fact, this back away here gets them out of 8 inches of the regiment. So yeah, so we're good with that. Yeah. So otherwise, we did some damage with Lady Alona up here. It looks like a total of 7 damage. Lady Alona's a beast. I think we drain life into there too with Morgoth, who's sitting right in here. But yeah, this is after movement. In fact, it's after shooting because you'll see zombies are dead there. Zombies died here and a waiver on these death packs here. So he used dogs to clear up zombies. I'm perfectly happy with zombies dying to the throwing mastiffs. Those things are nasty, annoying. And I think with the lack of throwing dogs available, or most of those throwing dogs getting utilized, I think the vampire characters are pretty much running free at this point. Not 100% free, but if they're fighting one on one, they should be winning over the long course because 12 attack infantry regiments just aren't going to do enough damage, and vampires having life leech too, they're going to eventually win out. But vampires do not win out against dragons. So his dragon did finish off my vampire lord, and yeah, that is the positioning. He threw his mastiff here to get these guys wavered. So on to my turn 3, and we go. Even though it was a wavered unit, it was death packs are nimble, so pivot back up and get to that position in such a way where race and those guys can charge. The Blood Rager charges over the fence and into the regiment to block them up and start dealing some damage there. In the center, we cycled out Lady Alona into the Horde, and we got double charge with the vampires and the Snuggy race over here. Other vampire lords charging here, so we're just doing our job. Morgoth had flown over and started doing some drain life stuff, but we murdered that regiment who already had a good amount of damage on them. Race overran 1 inch, so that way it blocks off the double charge into here. Lady Alona's doing her job, 5 wounds and holding up a horde. I didn't get a picture of it, but we did one-shot the dragon as well with the wraiths and the werewolves. So yeah, all is going well for us so far. So over here, he charges the race, he countercharges, he double charges the race, countercharges. So, yeah, at this point, killing that dragon was really the big thing, being able to pull that off. I think it has Fury built in, so if we did not kill it, I don't know if he probably kills the race if he goes after them. The werewolves are probably fine, but yeah, it could have gotten messy. We still have plenty of units out there, but I think the biggest thing is that the traffic jam in the middle, where Lady Alona's just done so much already, and she is completely full health still after life leeching and everything. That I think she's going to be able to single-handedly kind of clean up most everything else, and we've already won the left flank. So at this point, it's really just a matter of, kind of finishing things off. But the right flank, we do have some trouble. Some dwarves are running down, trying to run down these skeletons. So we, we'll have to run away from them. So and that's what we do. So my turn, or Alan's turn for combat. He did kill the trooper race, but nothing else fell. So my turn. We're running away. They're running around the building. And yeah, we hit the flank of the regiment here. The race counter charge. We're hitting the character in the center. Because one thing that this army is kind of lacking is inspiring. 2 of the sources of inspiring were out on the left here with his individual and his dragon, and the other one's here. So, like, these units are uninspired on this half of the board right now. Yeah, so we just reposition, basically setting these units up for holding control zones. Running away this death pack unit so that these mortars don't shoot it, and just hold that back left corner. So I mean, this list is all about just let the individuals do the heavy lifting. A couple of the hard hitters get in there a little bit too. The wraiths are kind of just the extra chaff and support piece. And then in this scenario, it's just, everybody else pick a zone and be ready to control it at the end when the dust settles. So yeah, that's where we're at. The solo vampire over 2 turns killed a Mortal Guard regiment. It was uninspired, so we spiked a good roll and got him. So yeah, happy with that. Lady Alona's got this horde up to 10 wounds now. We did kill the character as well with the vampires. I did Banechant him this turn to make sure that was going to happen. We also killed the other immortal guards out here, so we have effectively cleaned up the left-hand flank. All but this individual is left. And guess what? Vampires have duelists, and he doesn't have anywhere to run. We're just faster than him, so. So yeah, going into Alan's turn, it'll kind of speed through. He's coming around the building. He's going for the kill on Lady Alona because at this point it's just about victory points, and that's 250 points in an individual. That's a bitch to fucking kill. So, yeah. Guess what? He didn't kill her. Shocker. All right, so we were. It was actually a rear there. We charge Alona back into the horde. The other vampires going there, and then our vampires dueling the other one while we try to bring werewolves over just in case. So we kill the horde. We kill the regiment. We kill the dogs. He has one unit with unit strength left, and it's down here. So just kind of speed through this here. He unloads shots. He wavers these guys here with his shots. His guy's turn because they were actually the easiest to kill and the most expensive units. So he unloads there, gets a waiver. They were also uninspired, so it was just one good nerf roll away from picking them up. And then the last turn, we just pick up all the war machines between the individuals and whatnot. I do try to charge or, yeah, try to drain life and whatnot, but he picks up the skeletons in the last round, and that was after the turn 7 roll. So the game ends, and I have 5 sections to his 1. It's just simply a win-loss draw and attrition at this point. So, but we do get over, I believe, 2,000 points attrition, or maybe it's 2,100 to get the max victory. So, yeah. So, game 1 worked out well. It helps when the opponent doesn't have like a true heavy hammer unit. Um, he has a lot of crushing one. He had a lot of vicious elite combos with, the infantry, but just not enough. The attack values are fairly low with those regiments, and only crushing one. Lady Alona ends the game completely full health. She probably took 12 to 15 wounds throughout the game, but Life Leech 2 and having Morgoth, drain life and top her off is just a little bit disgusting. It is 450 points in individuals, but it's still disgusting. So yeah, game 1 went well. We got a win. We got a big win. So, vampires are winning right now. Yeah, not much else to say. This was just one where it felt like it was a good matchup just because, if we saw a bunch of, I don't know, grotesque hordes and stuff like that, then, these vampires are much more susceptible to just getting picked up in one go. But, yeah. So it was a very fun game. It was good to see Alan again, and he had a fun list. So yeah, individuals turn out they can win games for you as long as the stuff that's scoring survives too, and we had enough scoring units survive as well. So we only lost one of our vampires this round, the mounted one. We were a little reckless with him, but in the end, his sacrifice led to the death of the dragon that killed him. So we got what we came for. But that is game 1. So appreciate you all for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.